Hi guys, it's Nikki with Nikki Speaks, and I'm back with another video. We'll get into Nicki Minaj and the ongoing saga with her and MAGA, and also her recent red carpet appearance. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So let's go ahead and get right into some things. Melania Trump, the First Lady, has a movie that just hit theaters nationwide on Friday. This movie was slated to document the 20 days leading up to her taking office, or her husband taking office again as the president, but more importantly, documenting her role and the 20 days leading up to her becoming First Lady again. And listen, there's been a lot of chatter surrounding this particular movie and the ticket sales. There has been a notable decline or just not a lot of interest in this particular movie. The ticket sales have been horrible according to a lot of sources. And the premiere that took place at the Kennedy Center on Thursday night, even the video footage as well as the pictures and images that are circulating on credible news sources show that it was not a packed house. The audience was very scarce. But even with that, you did have some notable high-profile guests, which included Dr. Phil McGraw. We know him as Dr. Phil. You had former New York City Mayor Eric Adams. And you also had Nicki MAGA Minaj, who was in attendance. And this is what kind of got everything trending, and a lot of people on social media talking about this particular event. If you remember in my previous video, I did state that I feel as though the MAGA party, or the MAGA, that organization, is using Nicki Minaj to trend certain topics. That's just my opinion. But let's take a look at her arriving on the red carpet for this premiere event.
We're excited to have you as a citizen and as a permanent resident, so congrats. Really
beautiful.
So in my opinion, she looks very awkward, but she also looked awkward when she was speaking on behalf of Trump at his summit a couple of days prior. But if you look at the photos, it's almost as though she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't have anyone there to kind of, tell her what to do. I don't know if she had a +1 and she could have invited someone. I'm assuming that it wouldn't have been a problem to bring her husband, because you know what, he would have been in the exact same company as himself. These people are the same as him, and a lot of them have a lot of the same charges and accusations that he's been accused of and also convicted of. So I don't know why her husband wasn't there, but listen, it looks awkward to me. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section. Now, a lot of people, when they saw that Nicki Minaj was supporting Melania, a lot of people brought up a video of Nicki at a title event years ago in which she had some really strong and negative things to say about Melania. Take a listen.
Okay, cause Barack needed a Michelle, bitch, and Bill needed a motherfucking Hillary, bitch. You better pray to God you don't get stuck with a motherfucking Melania. You niggas want brainless bitches to stroke your motherfucking ego.
So as you can see, her tune has totally changed, and you know what? You are entitled to change your mind. You absolutely are. But this is just weird behavior, and Nicki is going out so sad. One would think by looking at this that, you know what, she just up and decided to be MAGA just out of the blue. However, Amber Rose, who is a known MAGA supporter, had this to say about Nicki Minaj's journey to not only being a Republican, but also meeting Donald Trump.
What's up with Nicki and Trump?
So I did not specifically set this up. I introduced Nicki to Alex.
Okay.
And I talked to Alex every day during the campaign. He became a very good friend of mine. That's why I'm invited to his wedding this Saturday. Mm-hmm. And, Nicki, I could probably say this now because it doesn't matter. During the campaign, when I was very vocal about Trump,
right,
me and Nicki would be on the phone, and she also loved Trump.
Really?
But
she wasn't public about that then, was she?
No. She wasn't public about it.
So she came out. She's out of the closet.
Right. So then I was like, Nicki, shit, he's already in office. Let me introduce you to Alex, and maybe you guys can just get together, just have a conversation, and and she obviously fell in love with Alex just like I did. He's the good guy, and look at her now.
And that's whose wedding
She's
it
changing
is.
the world. That's his wedding, yeah.
Okay.
Saturday, and she'll be there too.
All right. Well, congrats. Oh, so she's also going to be there. Okay.
Yeah, she's sitting next to me at the wedding.
Oh, okay. You guys are going to break the internet for sure. I mean, this is going to be what's up with Nicki and Trump.
So I did not specifically set this up. I introduced Nicki to Alex.
Okay.
And I talked to Alex every day during the campaign. He became a very good friend of mine. That's why I'm invited to his wedding this Saturday. And, Nicki, I mean, I could probably say this now because it doesn't matter. During the campaign, when I was very vocal about Trump,
Right.
me and Nicki would be on the phone, and she also loved Trump.
Really?
But
She wasn't public about that then, was she?
No, she
Oh,
wasn't public about it.
So she came out. She's out of the closet.
Right, so then I was like,
So listen, everything is just really weird. All I can say for certain is just Nicki Minaj, in my opinion, is doing the absolute most. Who knows why she's doing this? It goes against everything that you would think that she would stand for as an immigrant. This administration is not pro-immigrant, as a woman of color, a woman of, different ethnicities. This is not an administration that's known for standing up for those rights of individuals that are not white America. And that's just the truth. So for her to, kind of be in their pocket right now is just weird and absurd. She's not a billionaire. I mean, she's a multi-millionaire, but this administration does not cater to millionaires. Millionaires are not the rich in their eyes. These are billionaires. But you guys let me know what you think about this situation. There's a lot of hypocrisy, coming from, Nicki Minaj and just her stance now. There's a lot of switching. There's a lot of bootlicking, in my opinion. And a lot of people have their opinions on why it's taking place. At the end of the day, we can speculate on why, but we need to acknowledge that it's not acceptable, and we don't care. For me, I don't care how good of a rapper you are, or you think you are, or the public or the masses think you are. This is not acceptable to me as a black woman, living in America, seeing what's going on. I can't support someone like this. And it's just crazy for me to see her supporting this. But you guys drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video.